Carson City Other Post-Employment Benefits Trust Fund Board of Trustees meeting to order, November 18th, 2020. Is there any public comment? Oh, I'm sorry, roll calls first.
Chairperson Russell?
Here.
Vice Chair Huck? Here. Trustee Duvall?
Here.
O'Quarm is present.
Thank you. Is there any public comment?
I see no public comment, Madam Chair.
Thank you. All righty. Do you get a chance to read the minutes of August 25th? Any changes? If not, can I have a motion?
They look good, so I move to approve the 8/25/20 minutes.
One moment, please. Sorry to interrupt. I believe that Mihaela had a change. This is Pam Ganger, Deputy CFO for the record. Mihaela indicated that on the minutes it showed Todd Reese as the attending attorney, and I think that Mihaela was here, so we may need to adjust that.
For the record, Mihaela Niagos, I agree with Ms. Granger.
Okay. Do we have a recorder here? Did you get that change?
If I can change that, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So all in favor of the minutes and that with that one change?
Aye.
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 All righty, thank you. And now we're on to the agenda item 5A. I'll turn that over to Ms. Ginger.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Ms. Russell. So this is for possible action, discussion and possible action regarding the Opeb Trust earnings report for the first quarter of the fiscal year 2021. This report is on page 10 of your materials. And for the first quarter ending September 30, we had total earnings from the Carson City investment pool of $561. From RBIF, the Retiree Benefit Investment Fund, we show total interest and dividend earnings of $9,225 and investment gains of $99,138 and fees of $130 for total earnings of $108,794. And this gives us a year-to-date earnings ratio of 5.43%.
Wow.
This time last year, we reported an earnings ratio of 1.3%. Are there any questions on this report?
Yes. I move to approve the Opeb Trust earnings report for the first quarter of fiscal year 2021.
Second that.
Oh, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Debbie, did you mute? Did you say aye?
Good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay,
I
thank
said-
you. Okay. So the really good news on the earnings. Let's go to item 5B.
Thank you. Item 5B is for possible action, discussion and possible action regarding the Opeb Trust activity for the first quarter of fiscal year 2021. And this report is on page 14 of your materials. The monthly reconciliation of the trust for the first quarter ending September 30, 2020 shows the revenues and expenses by month for the trust during the period, as well as the summary of the trust assets and liabilities as of September 30th. The right column, titled Monthly P&L, is the net of the revenues and expenses by each month. And in a perfect world, this would net to zero each month. But due to the retirees entering and going off the plan each month, there are always timing differences. So at the end of the year, this should net close to zero. As of September 30th, the cash and investment balance of the trust was $2,002,342. Are there any questions?
Not hearing any, I'll call for a motion.
Okay. I move to approve the OPEB trust activity for the first quarter of fiscal year 2021.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All righty. And it's that time of year when we get to get the review of the fiscal financial report. So that's item 5C.
Thank you. This item is for information only. Discussion and review of the Carson City, Nevada OPEB Trust Funds Draft Financial Report for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2020. The financial statements at this point are still draft financial statements. The annual audit is wrapping up and we don't expect any changes. And these statements have not yet been approved by the Board of Supervisors. The OPEB Trust Fund is reported as a fiduciary fund per GASB Statement Number 84, which was implemented last year, and it's included in the city's basic financial statements, which is the CAFR, Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. Included in your packet are the relevant pages dealing with the OPEB Trust Fund from the basic financial statements, the notes, and the required supplementary information from the CAFR. Starting off, looking at page 18 in your materials, the statement of fiduciary net position in the first column is reporting the OPEB Trust Fund. The net position increased by $398,882. And most of this is due to the increase in cash and investments of $395,445. The next page, page 19, is the statement of changes in fiduciary net position. Again, looking at the first column, which shows that we had total investment income in fiscal 20 of $98,725. Total employer contributions of $1,130,419. We had total benefit costs of $829,870 and administrative costs of $392, which brings us to our increase in the net position of $398,882 for total net position at the end of the year of $1,890,801.
And that's our fiscal year, June 30th, 2020. So what you just gave us,
Yes.
the other item was as of September 30th. So
Yes.
that's the timing difference. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for pointing that out. This is as of June 30, 2020.
Mhm.
If we turn to page 24 of your materials, this is a section of the notes to the financial statements, which shows the changes in the net OPEB liability. This section of the notes to the city's CAFR, it's located on the second. The changes in the net OPEB liability is on the bottom half of that page. The first section discussing PEB, which is the Public Employee Benefit Plan, is not part of the OPEB trust. PEB is the state plan, and this section of the liability is the city's and not the OPEB trusts. This section is administered out of the city's group insurance internal service fund, so it's not in the trust. The second portion, though, entitled the Carson City Plan, below is the OPEB liability related to the OPEB trust. The liability, as you can see over in the far right column, increased $18,777,000 in fiscal 2020 from $65,994,000 to $84,771,000. This is primarily the change in the discount rate used to prepare the estimate. GASB 75, the Governmental Accounting Standards Board is GASB. GASB 75 requires us to use one of the 3 bond rating agencies to determine the discount rate, and all 3 were similar rates, so we had no choice. This year, the discount rate decreased by a full point. If you look on page 25 at the top, this section discusses sensitivity tests, and it shows what happens when the rates increase or decrease by a point. So you can see that a 1% decrease in the discount rate can result in an increase in the liability by nearly $20 million, which is what happened this year. And if the discount rate goes back up by 1%, we'd see a decrease in the liability by around $15 million. So we have a long way to go, but the ultimate goal with the OPEB trust is to build the trust up to about 75 or 80% of the liability, and not 100% because of the large swings in the discount rate. Once the money's in, we can only remove it by using it to pay premiums. So that's our ultimate goal there. With that, are there any questions in the financial statements for fiscal 2020?
Okay, yeah, well, I'll have to look into this. Somehow our actuary came up with a different ending cash number for their net plan fiduciary position than we had at year end. It's not much, it's like $1,500. But it's a little strange, so we'll look into that for next year. But I didn't have any questions either. Can we do a motion? That's my fault. Oh, this is just, I'm sorry, for information only, yeah. Okay, no, thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And my fault, that little $1,500 difference, so we'll look into that next year. I guess next is our future meeting date.
I recommend Wednesday, February 17th at 1:30 p.m. for the next quarterly meeting, if that works for everyone.
February 17th, that is a board, wait, I'm on December, sorry. February 17th. That should work for me.
I may be out of town that week, but I can probably just do the Zoom meeting.
Okay. Debbie?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right, let's shoot for February 17th. 2021. I can't believe it's already 2021. Is there any public comment? Last call.
There is no final public comment, Madam Chair.
Thank you. With that, we can adjourn. Thank you.